Morning campers! Today we're going to talk about pillows. Yes, you heard rightly there, pillows. A bit of a weird thing to do a YouTube video about, but bear with me because it's important. Yes, I have got Pikachu onesie on. I mean, I'm ready for bed, I'm talking about pillows, so I thought, well, why the hell not? And it's got ears on it, it's so cool. So, pillows, yes. Well, a couple of months ago I started to notice that when I was waking up in the morning, my shoulder was in a lot of pain, my neck was in a lot of pain, and basically I started to feel like my pillows weren't really giving me the kind of support that I needed while I was asleep. And then I sort of found out why, and look at the shape of that. What on earth has happened to that? Like, it is like almost see-through here, like in this bit. I can literally, if I hold it up in front of my face, I can literally see the camera because there's only like this covering stuff on it. I think it's full of holes as well. Yeah. This one is also full of holes, look, it's actual holes. Ugh. Yeah, so I thought, right, this is going. Right, I need some new pillows. Let's get rid of that. Oh, was expecting a massive bang then. Now, choosing a pillow is no easy feat. It might sound like it is, but there are so many different types, shapes and styles out there on the market that it's like a minefield. Like, I literally thought I just want like a normal bog standard pillow, and then all of a sudden I looked online and there were like memory foam pillows and neck shaped pillows and V-shaped pillows and U-shaped pillows that like you could literally nestle your whole body in, and I was just like, but I just want a bog standard square one, and it was like, oh, okay. Much choice, and I just found myself completely overwhelmed by choice. So me being me, stopped looking online and ventured out into the shops to see what I actually liked. My old pillows are just filled with bog standard polyester hollow fibre things. They weren't particularly expensive, however they did the job for the time that I had. So I looked in a few shops, sort of thought, yeah, well, there's like bouncy pairs and firmer pairs and softer pairs, and I was sort of sitting there thinking, I don't really know what I want. I mean, my old pillows were kind of, at the start they were really bouncy, but then the more I slept on them, the flatter and flatter they got, and they weren't really bouncy at all at the end. And by the time I got to the end, they really weren't very bouncy at all. They were all sort of compacted, densely packed together. So I was like, do I want something like that again, or should I try something different? I also had no idea about firmness. Firmness of a pillow isn't something I've ever looked at before when buying pillows. I just sort of had what they had, whatever was cheapest or whatever my mum picked for me when I was a child. So my whole scope of buying pillows was horrendously limited, and I had no idea where to begin. I was so out of my depth. Even more out of my depth than when I was filming those eyeshadow videos. But after much trawling around of the shops, eventually I went into my local JYSK, which is like a Scandinavian-y, Swedish-y furniture store. It's quite similar to IKEA, but their shops were a lot smaller, and it's not IKEA. They had like a whole load of pillows in there. Picked up a few, squeezed a few, looked around at their various ranges, because they've got like about 5 million out on display. Had a look at how they were on the beds they have out on display, just to sort of see what sort of size they were in relation to a single bed or a double bed. So my bed's a double, so I kind of like, I don't want a massively long one that goes the whole width of the bed, because I kind of sort of only sleep in the middle, so I have no one else to share it with, so why not starfish out in the middle. And then I'm also a side sleeper, so I needed one that's not too square, so that when I roll over in the night, I've got like, I can start on my right side, and if I need to in my sleep, roll over onto my left and not roll off the end of the pillow. Otherwise I find that really does cause an awful lot of pain in the morning. Did a little bit of research into different types of pillows, and I sort of realised that shaped pillows can be more supportive, so they're slightly more tailored for people that have pain in certain areas. So for example, I have a lot of pain in this shoulder, particularly in the winter when it's cold, and I often find that I was balling up one of my other pillows, sort of thread between my neck to sort of take a bit more weight. Obviously took the pressure off my neck and off my shoulder, so I thought perhaps I'll have a go with like a cylindrical one, or one that's better shaped for more neck support, and JYSK do those. In the end, not surprising, this is the one that I went for. So as you can see, if I turn it this way, it's shaped. So this part here, the thicker part, supports my neck, and then my head sits like in this dent in the middle, and then it's like slightly more supported again at the top, for the top of my head. And yeah, this was one that I'd looked at online and thought, this is interesting, but I need to make sure that this little bit here like fits in between my shoulder and my neck without like causing my shoulder or my neck to lift too far up off the bed. I have like quite small, narrow little shoulders, so I needed something that would be able to be a bit more supportive. And I kind of wanted one that was firm enough to give me the right support, but not too firm that it was like sleeping on like a plank of wood basically. And I went for this one. This one is memory foam, and it's quite like a medium thickness, so on the outside it's like quite squidgy, so I can quite comfortably squidge it. So when I lie on it, it sort of moulds to the shape that I need it for my shoulders, which is fantastic. So it means that I can just sort of tuck it away like this in the side, lie on it, and it just moulds perfectly. And it's not too squidgy, so I don't find myself sinking like all the way down on it in the middle of the night. And it's not hard either, like I don't wake up in the middle of the night thinking, oh, like this pillow is far too hard for me to sleep on, it's hurting my head. So this is the one that I went for. One is the Wellpur Voss, and it comes in its own little, I want to say pillowcase, but it's not, is it? It's a cover. It's a cover, so you can basically like unzip it and remove the cover. And inside it's just like soft and memory foam. Can I get it out? Is it going to want to come out? Yeah, basically it's just like soft foamy insides. When I got this home and I unboxed it and I tried it out on my own bed, literally I felt the weight. Literally I felt like pretty much an immediate improvement. Like my neck at the time was aching a little bit, my shoulder was a little bit sore, and the minute I lay down on my bed with this pillow, I actually felt a difference. I felt like the pressure had been taken off my neck, and my shoulder definitely felt like it was more in an optimum sleeping position. So rather than sort of like bent and twisted round on top of the pillow to try and get a bit more support, it was actually on the mattress, and yeah, it just was in the right position. I've had this pillow for almost a month now, and I've noticed that when I am asleep my spine is more, it's a lot more straight when I'm lying down horizontally on my side. I can lie on this pillow on my back, but after a while it does start to hurt the base of my skull, where my neck and the top part of my neck. Obviously this one is designed for side sleepers primarily, so. But yeah, I have noticed a difference over the past month or so that I've been using this for now. Definitely I've stopped waking up in the middle of the night and having to manually roll myself over, or waking up in the middle of the night to have to rub some ibuprofen gel on my shoulder and my neck because it's just too painful. I find that I can sleep the whole night through, and rather than sleeping like a very disturbed 6 hours a night, I'm now up to like between 8 and 9 hours, which is fantastic really. So I'm very pleased with this. I was actually torn between two different pillows when I was in the shop. Eventually I bought both. I actually couldn't decide between the two, however they do have different functions, so bear with me on this one. You might sit there thinking, but you're only supposed to sleep on one pillow. Yes, this pillow is not really for sleeping. Well, it kind of is, but it's not to go under my head. As you can see, this pillow is rather big, and it's also rather a different shape. It's a V-shaped pillow. If I hold it up this way, you might be able to see the V-shape a little bit better. But yeah, it's a V-shaped pillow. Because I do a lot of editing and stuff and sit on my bed a lot, my headboard is quite hard, and I just need like that little bit of extra support. So I thought, well, this one I can like lean against, place against my headboard and lean my spine against, and it will just give you that little bit of extra support. However, when I'm asleep, what I can actually do is thread it through my thighs like this, and then so I can sort of like sleep with a pillow under my knees when I need it, for those times when my knees are aching or I've injured them through sports, or it's just cold basically, and my poor old knees don't like the cold. Actually, none of my joints like the cold, and I can just give them a little bit of extra support that way, or just basically when I just want a bit of extra support and I've got something to cuddle then, and it's kind of nice. This one I've also found is good for when I'm trying to either read in bed or watch telly in bed when I'm lying on my back, because I can sort of prop myself up on it a little bit more. And this also does support my shoulders, so if my head's like here, I've got like little bits of pillow that just support my shoulders, and it's quite flexible and bendable. This one's just the normal polyester hollow fibre stuff. It's nothing special and fancy like memory foam. But what it is an absolute devil to get inside the pillowcase, because the pillowcases have like an opening here, and you sort of have to like shove it in, and only this side here opens. Really, it could do with opening all the way along here, so it's a lot easier to put in, but no complaints here from me. It has sort of flattened out a little bit now, because I've obviously been using it for a month, but it still is soft and squidgy, and it does give me like a nice firm amount of support. And oh, it's an absolute godsend when I'm sitting there editing on my laptop or writing for my master's dissertation. I know I've started early, but you can never start too early with research, really. And just, oh, the support it gives to my poor upper spine and lower neck is just amazing. It's definitely a lot better than my horrible nasty headboard. So then, campers, we've had our little chat now about pillows and the weird and wonderful things that they are. Hopefully I haven't bored you too much, and yeah, there are like lots and lots of different pillows on the market, and making sure you have the right one is very important, because you can sleep better, you get the right support, you basically don't injure yourself while you're sleeping, and you don't sort of end up sleeping at odd angles or whatever. And knowing the right type of pillow shape for you is very important, and that's all dependent on your needs, how you sleep, so whether you're a back sleeper, side sleeper, front sleeper, and basically the space of the bed you've got. Of course, you don't want to roll off the side of a pillow or have one that's too big or too small for your bed. I hope I haven't bored you by talking too much about weird stuff like pillows, for example. Yeah, but I think it's an important topic, and definitely choosing these pillows has taught me a little bit about how I sleep, a little bit more about how I need to take care of my body when I do sleep, and just basically how important rest itself is. I mean, I didn't realise that my sleep could be so affected by having the wrong kind of pillow and wrong kind of support for me. So definitely, if your pillows are wearing out, it's definitely worth going to do the research, going and squidging pillows. Obviously, I know in the current climate, squidging pillows is probably not going to be advised by everybody, but you get the idea. Like, you need to make sure it's got the right amount of firmness or squidginess for you, and only you know what's right for you. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. Don't forget to say hi in the comments, and if you like to see more of this kind of thing, don't forget to click the little subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!